Thanks so much for having us here today, Firefighter Reeves. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'm going to head back to work.
Okay, see you soon. Welcome to Slices, everyone. I'm Christina McCauley, and we're coming to you from Fountain Valley Fire Station 1. We have another great show lined up for you with slices of life right where you live. So let's get started. Did you ever pretend to be a firefighter as a kid, or maybe want to grow up to be one? Well, recently some employees from the city of Fountain Valley got to play firefighter for a day with Fire Ops 101. As fun as being a firefighter looks on TV and in the movies, the employees of Fountain Valley recently got first-hand experience in what it really means and feels like to be a Fountain Valley firefighter for a day.
We're here in Huntington Beach at the Fire Training Center, and our Fountain Valley Fire guys have put on this fire ops drill for us. This is the training they go through, and it's given us a hands-on look at what firefighters do and how they have to wear this heavy equipment and work hard in hot places and move around very quickly, and it makes you appreciate even better what they do.
This is a great opportunity for them to experience it firsthand, be in the seat, and really truly understand what it is that their fire department does.
As luck would have it, the brave men and women of Fountain Valley Fire know how to raise the heat when it comes to playing host for the day. The lucky participants were treated to the experience of a lifetime by being fitted into their own fire gear and experiencing 3 of the main calls for help that Fountain Valley Fire gets called on daily: an auto accident and extrication, a medical call, and a structure fire.
I'm looking forward to seeing what all the gear feels like, and just maybe a little heat too. I'm curious to know how it all works.
And for an extra thrill, the participants even got to climb up the extended ladder, if they dare. Fountain Valley Fire puts it on the line every day in the name of public safety. An event like Fire Ops 101 is a great way to give some key decision makers for the city a better understanding of the fire department's needs in order to continue to give the world-class service they provide.
These tools are about 10 years old. How quickly has technology changed in cars in the last 10 years? Rapidly, right? They're building steel and different types of material that are more difficult for us to cut through.
This is good for council or policymakers, decision makers, to understand what our firefighters live every day.
I feel that anything we can do to get to know more about what services they provide, how they provide it, and some of the equipment and things that they need to do their job to provide the service for our residents is a great opportunity. I think it's important for us to be able to do that.
In our next story, we meet a 17-year-old with remarkable leadership skills. Valerie Starn introduces us to the 2019 National Young Marine of the Year.
These I will honor.
These I will honor.
And respect.
And respect.
In a manner.
In a manner.
That will reflect credit.
That will reflect credit.
Upon them and myself.
Upon them and myself.
Semper Fidelis!
Semper Fidelis!
The moment you meet Megan Lynch, it's clear to see how she was chosen to be the National Young Marine of the Year. She represents 8,500 youth and 2,500 adult volunteers across the United States and beyond.
As National Young Marine of the Year, you travel quite a bit. You hit different states, different what we call units, like this. My job description is to inspire and motivate. So I get to talk to the youth about what it means to be a young Marine, why you're doing what you're doing, and what we're here for. And it doesn't take a lot of convincing because those that are in the program already love it.
The Young Marines started in 1959 to build character and self-confidence. Whether they go on to choose military service or any career path, they will be better people as they go out into the world. And it's not just drills and discipline, there's plenty of fun, travel, and adventure.
There's just so much opportunity. Even an 8-year-old can begin to learn leadership at 8, and that really molds a kid.
You have friends in places that you never thought you'd have friends, and the most important part of that is you have a family to go back to. You have a family to rely on.
Megan and her older brother Connor have been involved with the Southeast County Young Marines unit since elementary school, and their parents are both volunteer leaders.
It's given us a focus, something that we do as a family, that we've all enjoyed doing as a family.
Today, the unit is celebrating Connor's retirement as he's maxed out his time with the program at age 18. You might think there'd be some sibling rivalry between the two, but Mom says not so.
Just two different personalities that my son would find the National Young Marine of the Year as a chore rather than a privilege. So different personalities. So there's not a lot of rivalry. They're very supportive, fortunately.
While Connor plans to join the armed services, Megan is working towards a teaching career. She's always had a passion for teaching and leadership, and Young Marines has been a perfect fit.
As you get through the ranks, as you grow up and you get more rank, what we call, you get promoted, you get more responsibilities, you get more opportunities to lead and to teach and to travel and teach. So now I'm touching the lives of America's youth around the nation. And that was just such a calling. It was such a blessing to be able to have that opportunity. So the Young Marines is more than just, we teach teamwork and leadership and self-discipline, and although those are wonderful qualities of the program, it's so much more than that, and it built truly who I am today.
What Megan didn't expect was to also have an impact on adults. Part of her job this year is meeting with the board of directors.
It was incredible to be in a room with these people and just see their knowledge and their experience and what they do for this program. But being in that meeting, they ask, okay, what do you know? From the Young Marines perspective, what can you do? How can you better the program? What's your opinion? And that was awesome. I felt so important. It was like, oh man, they care what I think.
The organization also emphasizes academic achievement, community service, and living a healthy, drug-free lifestyle. Megan came up with her own slogan for success at a very early age.
My biggest, my spiel for National Young Marine of the Year is what I call the 3 Ps of Young Marines. I made this up when I was like 10 years old and thought it was the best thing in the world. And now growing up in the program, it really does strike this thing in my heart. I just understand truly now what it means. Passion, positivity, and productivity.
She'll be bringing the message of the 3 Ps to hundreds of young people and adults as she travels across the nation this year.
You have to be productive. There has to be a level of eagerness and a drive, and in order to do that, you have to be productive. You have to stay motivated to promote, to get ranked, to go up for Young Marine of the Year. It might be crazy nerve-wracking, but you have to be productive and you have to have the passion and the motivation to do it.
Her message also rings true for most everyone.
Keeping a positive attitude. It helps with cooperation, it helps with your day. Things can go wrong, but if you keep a positive attitude, you are more likely to succeed and get that, just your day, right? You show up with a smile and people automatically respect you more.
For Slices, this is Valerie Starn reporting.
Up next, the story of the homecoming queen who goes on to marry her high school sweetheart football player. But that's just one of so many heartwarming stories from Westminster High School's 60th anniversary.
Westminster High School celebrating 60 years of being a school and a home away from home for many at this homecoming game.
The tradition and the vibrancy that our alumni bring to an event like this is just one of a kind. We can't generate it any other way, and so we're very grateful that everyone loves this school enough to come back and really support each other.
City of Westminster Council member and Class of '92 alumni Sergio Contreras turned out to take part in the celebration and connect with friends.
But I think that makes us special. We've always been diverse, and we just continue growing. And I think that's really the connection. I think that's my connection to the community. It's just the diversity, and I think everyone just knows each other and gets along really well.
It's neat just to see people that went here that are giving back to this community, and I'm just excited to not just be a lion with Sergio, but a partner in making this school better and this community better.
Alumni from the class of the 1960s also here to share what high school life was like. Edward O'Toole would walk about a mile to school.
I mean, when we first started, probably in '62 or whenever it was, there were still strawberry fields, orange groves, that kind of thing.
Former baseball and football player dates the homecoming queen in high school. After graduating, they marry, have children, and their story continues.
We still see a lot of people from high school too, and that's the nice part. You talk to some people and they say, I don't know anybody from high school, and we do. We still see them, we have dinners, we went to Catalina for our 60th when we all turned 60, and it's just been awesome.
We reminisce about it because it was just a different era. It was in the 60s, and we smile when we look at the football field. It would be nothing to have 8,000 or 10,000 people Friday night. If you didn't get here by 6 o'clock, you didn't get a seat in the stands. And it was that time. You know, we all went to the same place, Blinkies afterwards, and it was just it was a great time to be a student here at Westminster High School.
In addition to a campus tour and dinner before the game, there's a track dedication to Jack Hedges, a much-loved track and cross-country coach who touched the lives of many till today.
We're here because our coach changed our lives for the better. And Jack Hedges was a legend at the school and coached some really, really amazing athletes, and they're all standing behind me, and I'm honored to be here.
Jack Hedges' son and daughter here to take part in the dedication for their dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jack Hedges family. Let's give it up for them.
Next, the homecoming football game and another spirited night celebrating Westminster High School. For Slices, I'm Jacqueline Twegg.
Now let's head over to Miles Square Park for the first ever Experience Fountain Valley, a culinary and wine soiree. But a warning, this one just might leave you hungry for more. The idea was to have the public experience everything from paella, pizza, drinks, desserts, and everything in between, all in one place. And for one night, that's exactly what happened at Freedom Hall in Miles Square Park. The hall was turned into a fun and delicious expo for all things Fountain Valley, and the public was given the chance to enjoy some local favorites or try something totally new.
Oh, son, can you see by the dawn's early light?
This officially opens the first annual Experience Fountain Valley. We are going to have a proper dragon-led procession inside Freedom Hall.
The Yun Yi Tong Dragon and Lion Troupe kicked things off with a traditional ceremonial dance, blessing the proceedings. This event gave locals a chance to network, and entertainment by various bands kept the mood fun and festive. Orange County 1st District Supervisor Andrew Doe, an early supporter of the event, recognizes the importance of having local gatherings such as these made available for the public.
When you look around, look at all the different types of people from different communities. This is what it's about, being in Fountain Valley and Miles Square Park. And I'm glad the County of Orange that we are able to participate and contribute.
The participation from local restaurants and businesses in this event was enthusiastic. And with so many savory and delicious things to offer, how could it go wrong?
Well, it's real cool because we can have a taste by going from one booth to another and seeing the flavors and what styles of restaurants we have. And we're a very diverse community and our restaurants are diverse. So we have a lot of options here, and I think that what makes our city unique.
Renowned chef and member of the Fountain Valley Restaurant Association, Marla McGee was pleased with turnout from the public and thinks that events like this are vital for people to get out and experience.
We're very happy with the turnout, very happy with the community involvement, and really happy with how it's going. The whole purpose of the Restaurant Association is to support each other and to make sure that the residents in the community understand that there's over 200 eating establishments in our town, and they don't need to go outside the city to have great food.
It's the first year, so I didn't quite imagine what it was going to be. I did want everybody to come in and enjoy, but the turnout is amazing. Over 1,000 people here, so it's a blessing. I think I want to shout out to every single restaurant because we worked together for the last year trying to pull everybody together. I always say that when a small business thrives, the entire community thrives.
And we're so happy that today has come to fruition, so we're very pleased by this. But we want to, again, stress the impact that it makes on our community. Our council is very behind all these things that come to our community and make it a better place to be. And as we go forward, we'll see more of this come to our city and make it a great place, and we appreciate you supporting it. Thank you very much for being here.
With a better than expected attendance, it looks like Fountain Valley has added a new must-do to its social calendar. Finally in our show, it's said to be the fastest growing sport in SoCal. Ever heard of pickleball? It might have a silly name, but it's serious fun. Here's Bob Gibson.
Two paddles and a big wiffle ball. Find a partner and you too can play pickleball. A hybrid of tennis, badminton, and ping pong, it's played on a small court, which explains its popularity with players of all ages. The sport has become so popular, in fact, that the city of Fountain Valley recently converted a cluster of tennis courts at Miles Square Park over to pickleball courts, so they could play host for 4 days last month to the U.S. Pickleball Association's West Regional Tournament.
First off, let me extend our sincere thanks to the over 1,000 players who travel from 16 states and 2 provinces who will be playing here over the next 5 days.
City dignitaries were on hand for the official ribbon cutting prior to the start of the tournament. And they talked with us about what it means to host this prestigious event.
We're happy we're here at the sports park, and the tennis center has been taken over by pickleball players, which is a good thing today, and we're just thrilled.
A year ago, we just had the inauguration of Fountain Valley Pickleball Club with over 100 persons. And now we're grown into over 250 people that come in here playing every day, every weekend. And now we have the opportunity to host the 4th largest pickleball in the world. It's so exciting.
Singles, doubles, mixed doubles, all age groups battling for a chance to play in the national tournament, like gold medalist Kelly Olson, who made the trip to play all the way from Pismo Beach.
My mom's been playing for 15 years, and I always thought it was for the older generation of people, and she kept inviting me out, and I kept telling her no, 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 and then I finally gave in, came out and played, and fell in love with it.
The Fountain Valley Pickleball Club was established in 2017, and it's open to anyone in the area interested in picking up the game, whose roots date back to the mid-1960s. And while no one is actually certain just how the sport got its name, it's easy to see why it's one of the fastest growing sports in America.
I think pickleball has grown so much. Well, as you can see, from 1,000, 1,100 people registered to play here, pickleball has become pretty big. So we're growing day by day, and we're really excited about it.
Organizers say they hope to return to Fountain Valley in the coming years for even more tournament play. In the meantime, if you're interested in finding out more about playing pickleball, the Fountain Valley Club can be found at fvpickleballclub.org.
That's going to wrap it up for us at Fire Station 1. Thanks to everyone here for helping us to host our show, and thanks to all of you for joining us. We'll be bringing you new slices of life each month, so stay connected. I'm Christina McCauley.
See you next time.
All right.